And good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Jolt with Jenny Cleveland. It is a Monday morning, June 30th, the day before July 1st, and we have the 4th of July at the end of the week. I know it's a short work week for many of you. I'm on my hiatus. This is my second week, third week off. A school counselor by day, podcaster by evening, and actually we're doing this show in the morning, so I guess that doesn't really make much sense. But nice to have you aboard here on the Fanatical Elves Network, part of Fans First Sports Network, and lots of things going on this morning. Lots of little headlines here and around the country. Going to talk about the Brownies here in a minute, but the bigger news that just popped was Cleveland is going to be inviting back a WNBA team. Cleveland could be the Rockers. They haven't officially said it will be the Rockers, but the WNBA has is going to be bringing back the Cleveland team. They're going to be bringing back a team in Detroit and Philadelphia. The Cleveland team will start playing in the WNBA in 2028. Detroit, I think, follows that in 2029. And then Philly starts in 2030. Interesting side note, I know many people who follow WNBA are already saying that Caitlin Clark will be a free agent in 2028. Oh boy, it's going to happen, right? We already know this. The people are already talking about it. We're going to make it happen. Caitlin Clark coming to Cleveland with their new WNBA team. Wouldn't that be fascinating? We had LeBron here. Speaking of LeBron out there in Los Angeles came out with a statement, or his folks did, who support him and help him, his agents and all that, saying that he wants to win a championship. Some folks here in Cleveland are already hoping for LeBron one last time, a return to Cleveland, his sayonara to the NBA. Wouldn't it be great if he came back to Cleveland? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Somebody pointed out Caitlin Clark's a bigger story coming to Cleveland potentially in 2028 than LeBron would be coming back right now. We won a championship with LeBron in 2016. Savor that. You're not going to have a repeat performance of that moment. That was a special time in Cleveland history, Cleveland sports history. 2016 was a very good year. Unfortunately, the Indians could not pull off the World Series victory against the Chicago Cubbies, but we got the championship for the Cavs that year, and we should fondly remember that time. It can't be repeated. Now, the current Cavs team lost Isaac Okoro this week. He was traded to the Chicago. Was it Chicago? No. Yeah, the Bulls for Lonzo Ball. Some of you out there think that this is a good move. I'm not going to say it's not a good move, but I caution everybody because Lonzo Ball has had some injuries. Now, some of you said, well, no, he hasn't. Well, go back and look at his track record. He lost a couple seasons. He's played in, 5 seasons? And even of those 5 or 6 seasons that he's played in, he's never been consistent with his time on the court. His biggest year, he had 63 games, one season that he played in. Many of the other seasons were in the 40s, 1 or 2 in the 50s. But so it's not an 80. It's an 82 games schedule. I know many NBA players don't play a full 82 game schedule because of various things that happen, but I'd like to see some more consistency. I know there's some of you who really love Isaac Okoro out there and are sad that he is leaving. I too am a little bit disappointed that he is leaving. He was a great defender, and some of you are saying, well, Ball is a great defender as well. Yes, he was, or he could be. But again, that consistency, are we going to see that from him? I just don't know. So on the whole, yeah, maybe you're going to get a little bit more offense. I know some of you say, well, he's a much better offensive player, and that Okoro just disappeared in the playoffs. And my God, did you watch? Many of you have commented back to me, well, have you watched basketball? Yes, I have. Have you watched Okoro? Yes, I have. So Um, what exactly are you watching about Alonzo Ball that is, got you over the top giddy right now? It's, look, Ball has never played in a playoff series. Any news flash to those of you who love this Lonzo Ball kid, he's not played in a playoff series. So I don't know why you think all of a sudden, he's going to be the factor that's going to change everything for our Cleveland Cavaliers. He's a good side piece, good bench player. We'll see what happens, but I'm not holding my breath. Dean Wade is also out there, potential trade bait. I know that a lot of you have brought his name up. We'll see what happens. Sam Merrill, instead of being traded, he was re-signed to a 4-year deal, a crap load of money. So congratulations to him. I guess he's the highest paid 60th pick in a former draft ever. So congratulations to Sam Merrill. I like Sam Merrill. Sam Merrill, I mean, got that quick release on that shot. Can be deadly with that shot when he's rolling. So like to see him be part of this team rolling down the line. So good job for him. Okay, let's pause here for a quick commercial break. This is the Coffee Jolt with Johnny Cleveland, part of the Fanatical Elves Network, and Fans First. We'll be right back. Hey, and we are back here on the Coffee Jolt with Johnny Cleveland this morning. It's June 30th. It's about 10:45. We're coming to you live. Thank you for following us here on the X, on Facebook, on YouTube. We appreciate your loyalty, your support. We really would love to get more subscriptions here on the various platforms we have on the X. I know we crossed the 2,400 follower number, and that's fantastic. We thank you again for supporting us. We really need you to also go to Apple, go to Spotify, go to anywhere that you can download your podcasts. Anywhere. iHeartRadio, tune in. We are there. Type in Fanatical Elves Network, type in Cleveland Browns podcast, and our Fanatical Elves Network will pop up. Follow us, subscribe to us. So then whenever we have a show, from Dog Pound South show with Steve Gill the other day to the Burning River Browns talk with Lou Marconi later in the week, you will see those shows pop up on your phone, and you'll never miss a beat. And we're fans just like you. So I'm going to drink a cup of coffee because I've got a little cough going on here. So pause here while I have this little sip here. I'm coming to you from my upstairs loft area. I've changed the decor. I usually have like a black, what would you call it? Like a black screen, not a screen, but like whatever it is. I changed things around so you get a little bit of a view of some of the various things I have up in my Cleveland sports loft. So I have this handy, nice, really cute lamp that my in-laws bought me a couple years back, and I got the Cavalier thing there on the side. I got a picture of, I think, Bernie up there behind me, Bernie Kosar. Hope Bernie's doing all right with his health. So it came out, let me look here, Dan McShay or Tim McShay, I'm trying to remember, what's the kid's name, McShay, I always forget his first name. Let's see here. They came out with Todd McShay. And then ESPN also came out with their too early for their drafting for next year. And again, we're getting to this topic of the Browns drafting quarterbacks in 2026. And I've already talked about this on a couple different shows. It's very annoying to see this. And I know this is clickbait, and I know this is what these sports websites do to attract you to read their crap. But they have Todd McShay and then also ESPN. They both have the Browns taking this Cade Klubnik kid from Clemson as their quarterback. Now, Todd McShay has them drafting him at number 5, so that the Browns would be drafting number 5. ESPN is bold enough to say that the Browns are going to be drafting him at number 1. So Cleveland will suck next year. That's what they're saying. And that we're going to draft another quarterback. My God, just give these kids a chance. Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur, Sanders, my God, give these guys a chance. And I don't know, why am I the only one paying attention to the fact that Shedeur Sanders has got a following big time? The kids love him. Adults love him. he is winning over the locals. He's winning over people that are, he's out there in working with these kids, with the adults. He's showing up at events. So give this kid an opportunity. Give these kids an opportunity. Yeah, you got Joe Flacco there, and you got Kenny Pickett. That's another conversation. Who's going to be starting in week one? We've talked about this on our Fanatical L's show the other night with Steve and I. Kenny Pickett would make sense because the Browns already know kind of what they have in Joe Flacco. Kenny Pickett has a pretty solid record when he played in Pittsburgh and then moved around a little bit, went to Philly. So Cleveland really wants to see what they've got in him. Are they going to, really? We'll find out the end of July who that number one guy is going to be. You can lean toward Kenny Pickett, which makes some sense with what I just said. Or would you rather go with Joe Flacco, who you already know what you're going to get? I've said a couple times that I would, if it were me making the decision, I'd go with Joe Flacco just because he's the veteran. You know what you're going to get. Now, he's not going to give you more than 6 or 7 games. He hasn't been giving you more than 6 or 7 games for the last 5 or 6 seasons. So there's that to think about. Dylan Gabriel is not starting week one. Shedeur Sanders probably not starting week one. These two kids need that time, that exposure to the NFL to watch and learn as the season gets going. But I certainly don't think that either one of these kids should be not thought of as potentially that franchise guy. So it's very annoying when I see these stupid articles that come out way too early, and then you get the local people too talking about it. The other thing that came up this week or today or yesterday is Mary Kay spouting off again. Now I think in her article she shared that somebody else mentioned this, but it was in her article about Deshaun Watson being ready to practice in October. Listen, folks, and I go back and listen to any of the other guys that follow us here on the Fanatical L's or any other podcast for that matter. Deshaun Watson is not playing another freaking down for the Cleveland Browns. We all know this. The fans know that. So let's make sure that Mary Kay and all those people out there that are trying to throw this crap out to you, just shut up, because it's not happening. We're not having a battle with 5 quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson is not going to be here. He's not going to play another down. Yes, he's here, but he's not going to play another down for Cleveland. It's just a matter of time before they can get rid of him, but they have to keep him on the roster, blah, blah, blah. We've talked about this many times before. But we saw that highlight. Some of you read Mary Kay's crap saying that he potentially could be back, according to somebody in Berea, in October. Fine, he can come back, but he's never going to play another down on the field of play in a real game for Cleveland. All right. That's all, folks. That's it. Hope you have a very good rest of your Monday, June 30th here. We're going to be July 1st tomorrow. So we'll be coming again with you another Coffee Jolt. So stay tuned for that. We've got other shows coming up later this week. I think we have a Browns Blitz coming up with Rod Bloom. And a few other things, shows coming up later in the week, including the Burning River Browns talk. And my Johnny Cleveland podcast. So please stay tuned for that on Browns Breakdowns with Sam. So lots of shows coming up. We appreciate your loyalty to the Fanatical Elves Network. Continue to subscribe, follow us here on the various platforms, and spread the love. Tell other people about our podcasting. We love the fact that you support us. We are Browns fans just like you. And a shout out to Hemisphere Coffee Roasters, who support us too with their awesome coffee. They shake the hand of the farmer. Everybody take care. Have a very good morning. Go Browns. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.